read the one page, then we'll form you into teams.
首先，请大家阅读这一页纸上面正面的内容，然后我们会告诉你要怎么做。
All right. So we'll give you about almost 15 minutes.
我会给大家15分钟的时间来完成这一个阅读。
This is a much more complicated case than the pink Cadillac.
这个例子会比之前我们说到的这个粉色卡迪拉克车要复杂一些。
But it involves venture capitalists, so I thought we'd do it.
但是这个跟投资有关啊，所以呢，我们想用这个例子来做一个测试。
All right, I'm going to give you some instructions.
好的，时间到，我现在给大家一些
Please
指导。
follow them exactly.
好，请大家严格按照我说的这个指导来做这件事。
Instead of teams of 2, groups of 2, we're going to have groups of 3.
这个案例里面，我们按照3个人来谈判，3个人的小组来谈判。
It would serve you better to negotiate with somebody different from the last case.
那大家会在这里面学到一套不同的谈判技巧。
So here's what I want you to do. I want you to try to find somebody near you that you haven't negotiated with, and 3 people at a time congregate around individual team numbers, individual placard numbers.
接下来我们要这样做，希望你们每个人都能够找到另外2个组员。这另外2个组员是刚才你在这个卡迪拉克那个案例里面没有去做过谈判的人。我希望你换掉你的谈判伙伴啊，然后你们自由组合，3个人一组，确定3个人一组。
In other words, in the next couple minutes, form teams of 3.
所以请在接下来的3分钟的时间里面，你们每桌组成每3个人一个的小组。3个人一个的小组啊，自己去调整一下，如果需要的话。但是一定要有小组。
Okay, do you have teams of 3?
现在大家都已经
Are you all set?
组好小组了吗？组好团队了吗？
Make sure each team of 3 has its own team number. 1 team number per team. Just like before, 1 team number per team. The team numbers are around like they were before with the pink Cadillac.
请你们每个团队给自己选一个数字啊，就是这个数字就是你的组号了，我们就不单独的再去分组了。你可以用上午的这个标签，但是确保上午的标签不会重复啊。
Okay, so you should have individual teams of 3. each team of 3 around the number.
那么3个人组成的团队，现在你们需要每个团队都有一个数字，啊。
All right, let me have your attention, please.
现在呢，请大家注意，保持安静啊，请安静下来。
I need your attention, please.
请大家注意啊，戴蒙的教授说的话。
Please listen very carefully.
请认真听。
You have one set of facts in this case, but there are 3 roles.
你们在这里面只有一组信息，你们不再是像买家卖家那样不对称的信息的，但是有3个角色。
Amtech, BAMTech, CAMTech.
你们有 A、B、C 3家公司，对吧？
Just like I said this morning, the facts are less important than using negotiation tools.
但是我要提醒你们，今天上午我们上课的时候讲到了，其实事实是什么并不重要。
So each role, Amtech, BAMTech, CAMTech, will look at the same set of facts and figure out how to negotiate this case from their perspective.
现在你们每个人掌握的都是同样的信息，同样的事实。那么这种情况下，你们之间应该如何谈判去结成不同的联盟，实现利益最大化呢？
So in each team, the last name of the person whose last name comes first in the alphabet is Amtech.
好，我们说一下规则啊。这不是3个人一组吗？3个人一组以后，你们看一下你们的姓啊，你们的姓字母排在第一个，你们比较一下互相之间的字母，排在第一个的，你的角色就是 Amtech， 就是 A 公司。
The second letter in the alphabet is BAMTech.
你的姓的第2名就是第一个字母排名是第2的，你们就是 BAMTech， 就是公司 B。
The last letter is CAMTech.
好，那么最后一个排名就靠后的那个就是。
I need to give you more instructions.
好，请大家别着急，我们还没说完，请大家别着急，我们还没讲完啊。
If your last names begin with the same letter, pick your first names next.
如果你们的姓都是一样的话，那么就从你的名字开始比较。
And if your first and last names begin with the same letters, flip a coin.
如果实在定不了，你们就去扔硬币吧。
All right. You will have 30 minutes to do this case with a 5-minute overtime.
你们有大概30分钟的时间来做这件事情，希望尽量不要超时，最多30分钟啊。
Teams of 2 or teams of 3 can form a deal.
你们看一下这个你可以是3个团队的里面当中的2个结成一个联盟，或者是什么其他的结果。
You can have a 2-party deal or a 3-party deal.
你可以是2个人联盟，也可以是3个人联盟。
But you can only come back with 1 deal.
但是你最后结果只能有一个结果。
2 parties are free to exclude the 3rd party.
然后你们2个队可以不带，你们2个人可以不带这个第3个人玩啊。
For the first 30 minutes, listen up please, for the first 30 minutes, no final deals can be made. No final deals can be made.
所以
Every deal is tentative. It's not final. No. They can have deals, they can have discussions and deals, but nothing is final.
好，那么在你们达成最后的这个协议之前，你们可以有各种不同的暂时的约定。记住啊，你们可以做暂时的约定，可以不是最终的约定。
After 30 minutes, I will call time, and then for the next 5 minutes, the first deal you make is the final deal.
在30分钟之后，也就是说，在30分钟到35分钟之间的这段时间里面，你们达到的第一个协议一致，就会成为你们的最后结果。
If you make no deal in the last 5 minutes, everybody gets 0.
如果你们没有任何成交结果的话，你们最后的所有的人受益都是0啊，你们不会有任何受益。
Please begin.
现在可以开始了。
First of all, you all had exactly the same information.
首先，我要说，在这个例子里面，你会发现你们每个人掌握的信息是完全一样的。
And yet the differences here are millions of dollars.
但是你看到这里的区别啊，差别非常大。
With exactly the same information.
但是同样的事实，因为人不同，导致了完全不同的结果。
The only differences here is who the people are and how you use negotiation tools.
所以这里我们可以看到，就是我们讲谈判中最重要的因素不是事实，是人。
So the differences in A, Team 579 million, let's see.
我们看一下这里面有多大的差别。
Differences in A are 82 million.
我们可以看到，在第一栏里面 ，A 公司能够拿到投资额已经是差别是8200万美元。
Differences in B are looks like let's check. Looks like 53 million. Differences in B from highest to lowest.
B 公司的差额大概达到相差额大概达到5300万美元。
Differences in C are, let's see, 40, 42, 48. It looks like the differences in C are 48 million.
当然，对于 C 公司来讲，前后你们的差异啊，你们的组间差异达到4800万美元。
With exactly the same information.
我们再强调一下，就是同样的事实和信息。
This gives you a first-hand idea of excuse me.
这个给了我们保持一点安静。
Of what the difference in negotiation skills looks like.
所以，但是你可以看到，在我们的这个谈判当中，因为人的不同，导致了谈判结果多么巨大的差异。
All right, let me look at some other things.
我们来看一下其他的部分。
All right, a couple of these. Team number 58.
我们讲到那58组的同学。
You could have gotten 121 million. You gave up $1 million. Why is that?
你本来可以拿到更高的钱的，然后你放弃掉了，是为什么？
Okay, let's see. Team number and the others. No, most of you all. Let's see. Okay, this should be 1A. That's okay. All right, the rest are okay. Okay, so we're going to go over this. I've got a presentation to show you. This is a pretty important case.
这是一个非常重要的案例，请大家注意。
Okay, you are all given a goal in this case. What was that goal?
我们将这个案例里面其实有个非常明确的目标，这个目标是什么？谁能告诉我？
Right.
利益最大。
Maximize your individual profit.
是的，这是你的目标。
You also had an implied goal.
你当然还有一个暗示的一个角色，暗示的一个目标。
Is that what it says implied? Is that this line? Implied? Implied, right? That's this, okay, don't go. Implied goal. What's your implied goal? What's the goal that you have to try to avoid in every negotiation?
那你在每一个谈判当中需要避免的事情是什么？避免的事情。
Not being the one left standing when the music stops. Not being excluded.
就是不要拒绝任何可能发生的交易。
Unlike in two-party deals, where you sometimes can lie or bluff, in three-party deals, the competition is usually around and sometimes in the room with you.
所以我们刚才看到，在两个人的案例里面，有的时候会出现欺骗行为，对吧？你可以撒谎，但是你发现在三个人的案例里面，你是撒谎，就相对来说不是那么容易的事情。
And that dramatically changes the way in which you can negotiate.
从两个人到三个人，到更多现实生活的多个谈判，这其实让我们接触了谈判的复杂性。
This is a very realistic case because there's almost always a third party that can influence your negotiation.
这样大家要注意，这是一个非常非常重要的一个例子啊。这个例子呢，其实是一个现实版的一个非常精确的一个反应，因为在任何谈判当中，其实都存在一个第三方。
And there are lots of tensions, long-term, short-term, relationship or not. So there's lots of tensions in this case.
在这个案例里面也存在了很多的冲突和矛盾，比如说短期利益和长期利益，比如说利益和关系之间的关系。
So let me ask you a question. In this case, should you sacrifice a long-term relationship for money today? How many people say, yes, you should sacrifice a long-term relationship for money today? Raise your hands.
大家觉得这个问题，你的答案是是还是不是？
Hardly any, few people. How about no, you should not sacrifice a long-term relationship for money
也
today?
可以举手。有多少人认为不应该这样做？
Many, many more people.
很多。
The right answer is yes.
答案是应该。
And you should say, how is that possible? Because I've been talking about relationship all day. However, this case is about meeting goals. Relationship is important, but not at the expense of your goals. You are in something like the finance department.
我们今天反复的讲到关系的重要性，特别是长期关系的重要性。但是你们肯定会听不懂。你说我为什么觉得应该为了今天的利益而牺牲长期的关系吗？大家强调这一点，一定要让你的行动跟你的目标保持一致。你的目标是什么？最大化利益，对吧？最大化利益，因此你的行动要跟这个目标保持一致。我们强调目标的重要性。
You're not in the relationship department. You're not in the marketing department. You're not in the business development department. Your job is to bring home the money.
你的工作没有别的，不是跟客户搞好关系，不是让大家都喜欢你。你的工作就是拿到最多的钱到家里来。
You can imagine coming back to your company and saying, I formed a relationship and I got $10 million less, and they will tell you, we already have a relationship department, you just got rid of our third production line.
所以，如果你是代表公司去做这件事情，然后你对公司说，我放弃了$1000万，但是我赢得了一个长期的合作伙伴，这时候公司就会说你做了一件非常愚蠢的事情，因为我们跟他们之间已经存在关系了。
In negotiations, you should only do things that bring you closer to your goals.
大家请记住，在谈判
all of these things.
做任何事情的唯一的目的就是让你不断的接近你的目标。
So this means you've got to ask always, does this bring me closer to or farther from my goals?
所以你在做任何事或任何决策的时候，一定要问自己，你究竟能不能够不断的去接近你的目标。
Now, a lot of people think you should not release much information.
很多人都会认为，在谈判当中是不应该发布或者泄露多的信息的。
That's bad advice.
这是很糟糕的建议。
The right principle is release as much information as you can, as long as it doesn't jeopardize your goals.
我要给你的建议是，只要在谈判当中不会破坏你自己的目标的话，你尽可能的应该让对方知道你的信息。
More information, more value.
因为信息就是价值。
Now, relationships are clearly important.
当然，我们说关系也是非常重要的。
Every relationship in your life, except for your family, began as a transaction.
在任何一场关系当中，你可以说关系都跟贸易，都跟我们说的成交有非常密切的关系。
But you have to ask yourself whether you're paying too much for a relationship.
但是你要问自己这样一个问题：你是不是为了关系付出了过高的代价？
Some people pay their whole life for a relationship. They get married.
They get married.
They pay their whole life for a relationship. They get married.
所以有的人为了关系而做一个一辈子的交易，就是结婚。
But you have to ask the question each time.
但你每次得问自己这样一个问题。
There are conflicting long and short-term goals in this case.
在这个案例里面，短期跟长期的目标是有矛盾的。
Don't pay so much for a relationship that it wrecks your goals.
关系固然重要，但是不要过高的为它支付代价。
So anybody in this case that gave up money for a relationship, that gets somebody to deal with you like them, that's very nice, but it doesn't meet your goals.
在我们今天的谈判当中，有没有人因为为了处好关系，放弃自己的利益的？有没有？
What are my goals? Really important question. I want to say it over and over again. Are my actions meeting my goals?
所以呢，这就违背了我们刚才说的一个最基本的原则：行动和目标的一致性。
Okay, the people who get what they want in the world have more what than everybody else.
现在大家回答我这个问题：那些想要什么就能得到什么的人，他们拥有什么东西啊
Answer is power.
权利，对吧？
In fact, power is defined as the ability to meet your goals.
其实权利是什么？权利就是能够随心所欲的这样的一种能力。
There's raw power, there's persuasive power.
我们有两种权利，一种就是赤裸裸的强情的强权，还有一种呢是一种影响力或者是一种可以操纵别人的能力。
Raw power is more expensive than persuasive power.
但我们都知道，赤裸裸的权利的代价往往是更高的。
If I need guns to persuade you, it's more expensive than just talking to you.
比如说，我如果拿着一把枪对着你的脑袋，然后才能够让你去做的事情，这个付出的代价远比跟你说话让你做一件事情的代价要高。
So let's ask a question. Who has more power in this case, A, B, or C? How many people think A has the most power? Raise your hand.
请大家回答这个问题，你们觉得谁的权力最大？注意，这个权力是那个力啊，注意是那个力。A 的权力最大，对吧？
Okay, a lot of them. How about B? Raise your hand.
有人所有人觉得是 B，
All right. How about C?
有的人觉得是 C。
Okay. Not everybody raised their hand, so I think somebody else has another idea.
所以呢，我认为很多人其实没有举手啊，在这个房间
What's
里
the
面
other idea?
还没有，有没有其他的想法？有没有人有其他的想法？
Power is equal.
权力
Anybody can break a deal. A, B, or C. Even small parties can be very powerful. Don't underestimate them.
就在这个案例里面，大家请注意 A、B、C 的权利是对等的。
I showed this morning, right? Even small parties can be very powerful. Let's take a look at the case again. Okay, here you've got A getting 79 million and getting 0. B getting 30 million and getting 0. Let's see, I'm sorry. B getting 50 million and getting 0. So A is the largest party, C is the smallest party, but they have equal power.
他们的权利是对等的，大家看一下 A、B、C 都有可能1分钱都拿不到。
So be careful about underestimating small parties.
所以从来不要小看那些看上去不起眼的对手。
So you can see that A, being the largest party, is excluded sometimes. B is excluded sometimes. And C is excluded sometimes.
我们就看我们刚才的这所有的人提交的结果里面，你看有人不带 A
Oh,
吧
here, Team 58. C got $72 million.
然后 C 你看啊，这个58组的结果的58组 C 拿了7200万美元，
Okay. And here, A got $40 million.
而在第7组里面 A 只拿到了4000万美元。
How you use negotiation tools, how you deal with other people.
所以呢，我们说怎么运用你的谈判的工具，其实取决于你去应对别人的能力。
Okay, let's ask another question.
我们再来问一个问题啊，
What's more stable, two-party deals or three-party deals? How many people think that two-party deals are more stable? Raise your hand.
有多少人认为两方交易更加稳定？举手。
All right. How about three-party deals?
有多少人认为3方更稳定的也举手。
Okay, more of it. That's right. The answer is three-party deals. Three-party deals are more stable. Incomplete coalitions are unstable. Coalitions excluding relevant parties are unstable, all other things being equal.
所以3方的交易更好，所以记住了，虽然你今天没有带他玩，总有一天他会过来破坏你的灵魂。
If you have right, if you leave somebody out of a deal, there'll be a terrorist to that deal.
他们会成为恐怖分子的。
So if you're going to exclude them, you better kill them, because 30 years from now, they'll still be coming for you.
所以从权力的角度来讲，如果你把第3方给他切掉了，不带他玩，最好的办法是直接消灭掉他，干掉他。
Okay. This is a real-life example.
这是一个真实的案例。
In the United States 20 years ago, there were 3 railroad companies.
在美国20年以前的时候，有3家主要的铁路运营商。
CSX, Conrail, Norfolk Southern.
3家啊，叫 CSX、Conrail 和 Norfolk。
And they formed an alliance and they signed the term sheet.
然后他们就开始建立联盟了。
Before that term sheet was made into a binding contract by their lawyers, Conrail secretly went behind the back of Norfolk Southern and signed its own deal with CSX.
发生什么事情了呢？当他们3家要成立一个共同的联盟的时候，这时候 Conrail 就第2家公司啊，偷偷的绕过了 Norfolk 第3家公司，然后说 CSX 咱们2家好吧，就这个意思。
Before their lawyers turned it into a binding contract, Norfolk Southern found out about it, secretly went behind the back of Conrail, signed a binding contract with CSX.
结果呢，戏剧性的变化发生了。在他们刚刚要签订合同之前，第3家公司就是 Norfolk 这家公司发现了这件事情，因此他马上去找了 CSX， 跟他签订了一个独家的协议。
The 2 of them then bought Conrail, fired the management, and disbanded the company. Conrail no longer exists.
而这个最后的结果就是这2家达成联盟之后，第1和第3家之后，他们很快的去把这个 Conrail 给买回来，然后把它解体，把它干掉了。
So before you start excluding people, it may be your ox that gets gored. It's an unstable situation.
所以大家一定要记住，不要随随便便就不带别人玩。